Yo, it's your boy TTK and welcome back to another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl video. Today's video is going to be covering my round 2 BDSP Kickoff tool game against MK007 and yep, just a series that I just did right now. It's like 9 AM here and I just woke up and I wasn't even expecting to play, but what do you call it, I was just online before I get ready to go out and what do you call it, this guy was like, oh, we might as well play now. I was like, calm and play now because I have nothing better to do until I go out. So yeah, we're just going to cover this series of games that I played against MK007. So if you guys enjoy this one, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more content and all of that stuff, BDSP, all of that. So obviously first game here I bring my standard team, probably my most successful team so far. I haven't really been able to build any new BDSP LC teams in a while. So Onyx lead, you've seen in the last BDSP LC video. If watch that, I'm not gonna go over it now, but I'm gonna go over his team instead. So he has like, it's not the most standard BDSP LC team, but it's like you have Drifloon and got like already broken Pokemon #1, and then you have Diglett. I don't see Porygon every day. I don't really rate Porygon that highly. Like, it's kind of bulky, but at the same time it's not. And you know, it does damage with, like, if you get a download boost, and most of the time it might, because like overall all of these Pokemon have like on average less Spadef than defense. So yeah, it might be strong if it gets a attack download boost. Then you have Shelder. Shelder is also very scary, and Meowth as well. But yeah, let's get this game on the way now. So I lead off with Onyx as usual because Onyx is fun, and he leads off with Diglett. Obviously we just like settle rocks here and I'm like calm. So he goes for Earthquake, and obviously Onyx is sturdy, he doesn't really care about that. So I bring it down to Sash, Diglett, and yeah, he goes for Memento as I go for another Earthquake, and I'm just like, oh, he's definitely just going to go out to Shelder now and try and end my life. So I explode on Shelder, doesn't really do any damage because I was at -2 attack, and he just does that. So I'm just like, oh no, this is really bad, I could just lose the game now. Because like Abro's Sash doesn't work against multi-hit moves. So I go for Sucker Punch, does 89, good job Stanky. It was very good damage. So he goes for Aftermath. Like, I think that was like a misplay on his part, because if he went for Icicle Spear, I would have just lost the game. Like, realistically, because Aftermath only activates on contact moves, I believe. So if he didn't go for Razor Shell, I would have just lost. But oh well, that's the game we play. So he goes Meowth here, and I protect here because you know, well, he goes for Feint, which obviously just goes through protected. No one knows about that. It's more of a doubles move, but it works for Meowth here because it doesn't really have any good normal stuff. But I go for Facade, and you know, Ghasty's immune. So he goes for Sucker Punch. Actually does decent damage despite Ghasty's abysmal attack stat. But this is Little Cup, so the attack stat doesn't really matter that much. Base attack, but he goes for Fake Out. I don't bother protecting because I was gonna die to Toxic Orb anyway. So I bring in Abra the boat, and Drifloon comes out, and what do you call it? Goes for Psychic. Unburden activates, and what do you call it? He stole my item, which is really funny with Unburden mechanics because I go for Shadow Ball here, and then I outspeed Drifloon next turn. So if you actually steal an item after Unburden activate, like let's say you use your Berry Juice like this guy just did right now. You use the Berry Juice, Unburden activates, you thief and get your item back, Unburden deactivates. So that was a funny interaction there. So I probably would have lost as well because Drifloon is fucking stupid. Like, Unburden just outspeeding everything, and people are complaining about Abra, bro. Abra has like so many ways to get around it, but you know, T-Bot kills me there. He gets an attack boost, of course, which is honestly useless. But I go for Razor Shell here, praying I didn't miss, because like either that was Oko and Porygon or just like almost Oko. Then I bring out my Scarf Ghastly. I know he's not Scarf me, of course, we've seen Life Orb, and then I just win the game here. So Scarf Ghastly coming in there, Stanky coming in clutch in this game because for Shelder. But if you went for Icicle Spear, I would have just lost. So that was his fault, I suppose. Like, sometimes you just have to think about the moves you're clicking against certain Pokemon, or maybe just forgot Aftermath was an ability. But yeah, on to the next game, guys. We have my APOM team. I don't know if I showed this one in the last video that I did on BDSP LC, but he's using the same team again. I'm just like, I know what's gonna happen here. So here we lead off with our normal types with Fake Out, and I win the speed tie, which is really good for me, honestly. Like, that is a 50-50, but he wins that one, and then I just U-turn out on Meowth, and go along with my day. So I bring in Carvana, and he brings in Ghastly, and I project to see what he wants to go for. He kicks T-Bar, and obviously I'm just like, bro, he's definitely Scarf or something, so I'm not trying to be that. Wait, is that the same team? I don't recall there being a Ghastly on the... Oh yeah, there was, so it's probably Scarf. Anyway, he swaps out here, which reaffirms my suspicions, and I go for rocks, obviously, because we want to break some sashes here. So he brings in Porygon, and Porygon obviously brings me down to sturdy, but I recover all my health back, of course. And you know, I just take Rock Slide to get chip and then explode afterwards, because just in case, like he could have gone Drift Moon on like my again Earthquake on like turn 7, so I didn't want that to happen. I got Elekid, he goes Diglett, and we have the same speed, and I win the speed tie again, which is really good for me, honestly. Like Elekid just kind of does sweeps now, which is pretty good. So he goes for Shadow Ball, as I assumed he was Scarf Ghastly. It was pretty obvious. T-Punch obviously kills Ghastly because strong physical attacker, and then his last like mons are like Shelder and Drift Moon, which kind of die. So I Volt Switch on the Shelder, obviously kills it. They want to go for Thunder Punch, just in the case that did not kill, because I know Shelder has naturally high base defense, but again, like it's Devil Cup, so it might have not even mattered if the levels are too low. So now I just bring in Carvana, and should outspeed Drifloon because this thing's never max speed. So obviously I just killed Drifloon in one there, and the set is won. So yeah, it was unlucky about the, what do you call it, the speed ties. Like he probably needed to win like the speed tie against Elekid there, but again, like in the first game, like you could have definitely made it to a game 3, honestly, if you just click Icicle Spear against Stunky, but I guess you just didn't know about Aftermath. But either way, guys, that was my series of round 2 of the BDSP Kickoff tour against MK007. If you guys enjoyed this one, leave a like down below and subscribe again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.